Okay, transmission's off. Got rid of the air conditioning on the front side. It's down here. I have no idea whether it works. I never even tried it. When I did disconnect everything, there was nothing in the system. I've got the tensioner, the bracket, compressor, it's probably rebuildable. Came off right here, and it is gone. Thinking that's a tiny little motor. Found out I broke the useless distributor cap, taking it out of the car, no big deal. I'm gonna replace it anyway. O2 sensor snapped off and is in the floor. My bad, I'll replace it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this goes to the little cooling vent fan on the side, which on the race car I have unplugged because I want it to run all the time when I'm driving it on track. On the street car, I'm gonna hook that back up. I don't know. I might just not. I might leave it disconnected because if it runs all the time, it keeps the engine bay, keeps the heat pushing out of the engine bay. I am guessing that this hose right here goes down below my oil filter. Looks like I cut that. So I'm hoping there's one that I can take off of the auto and put on it because I want it to be whole and correct. Oil sending unit, I'm sure, but I know over there is a new one, but it is for the autocross car. Love this. I'm just ignorant hillbilly mechanic. Have been doing this for like 23 years overall. I'm 53, so only 30 years of my life I wasn't doing this for a living. I am actually not going to be doing all of it here. My brother owns his own business, and I am going to pay him to do the overhaul. And I'm going to do this motor into the black car, and I'm going to clean this one all up, change gaskets. I'm probably even going to be fancy and paint the valve cover to make the top of the motor look clean. I am going to do my best to find out how much of this vacuum crap I can get rid of. Especially on the autocross car, because it does about 60-second runs, 4 in a row, not back to back. I sit about 5 minutes between runs on the paddock, and then I park it for 2 more run groups. Oh crap, I got into my valve cover with my hook. That'll be all right, didn't hurt it. Yeah, it's filthy. I'm actually heading out to go get some bolts for the engine stand, because the ones that come out of this are all different lengths and they do not fit in my engine stand and go in deep enough to thread into the block. So I'm gonna go get some longer ones, but I'm taking the best of them with me so that I get the proper thread. Just wanted to give an update. Transmission is out. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I think this clutch plate is toast. And there was big old chunks down in the bell housing. There's a bunch in the floor. The flywheel is scorched to death. I'm pretty sure all of that's trash. I'll throw it out by the dumpster, and the junk man will pick it up for scrap. Maybe he can buy a bag of, no, he can't buy a bag of groceries. And maybe he can buy a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk with what he gets off of it. I don't know. I don't even know what scrap goes for anymore. Hell, he probably couldn't even afford a loaf of bread off of that. I know I don't go to the grocery store anymore. When I do, we spend way too much money. And my wife agrees with that. Good thing is I have all new hoses for this thing. All the rubber is getting replaced. Okay, not all. The fuel lines, I'm keeping all of that as is. New fuel filter though. The tank on the black car is actually been worked and coated. That's why the white car's tank and radiator are coming out and going to the radiator shop to be cleaned and coated. The one in the autocross car was originally yanked out, thoroughly cleaned, and self-coated, which I don't ever recommend. Is 11 days doing that. A lot of that was it sitting in the corner of the garage, completely packed full of vinegar, and did wonders. I power washed that thing out, and it was shiny new. I didn't want it to happen again, so I coated the whole interior of it, and that was, my arms were sore. All right, well, that's it for now. I'm going to Harbor Freight and Lowe's and Home Depot, and I will check back in again at another time.